Hey everyone, V.D.B.CoinRollKing here, and today we are going to be updating my coin books, as you can see from the title. If you guys haven't watched my previous updating my coin album videos, basically it's just me showing you what I have in my books, what I need, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to start with this Canadian Small Cents album. It starts in 1989 and goes through 2012, and I believe it has a couple extra spaces too. But I have 1991 through 2000 and 2001 through 2002. I have 2005, 2006, and I have 2010. And of course, these blank spaces, I don't know why they didn't do through 2012, but it was probably when the book was made. They hadn't been released yet. So, anyways, that's what I have for that book. Next, we're going to skip this one just because, well, actually, let me think. I can just tell you which ones I need. So I know for a fact that I need the Liberty Standing Quarter. I need a Barber half, Liberty Walking half, Franklin half, Kennedy a half, 90%. I still need the Kennedy 40% silver. And then I still need the Kennedy copper nickel clad and the bicentennial, but those will be easy to get. Need the Morgan dollar, the Peace dollar, and yeah, that's it for that. And the reason it's not in this book is because I have them packaged, because this book has been, had coins taken out of it, in and out of it, in and out of it a bunch of times, and they're so loose that they'll fall out, and I don't want to lose them, so I have them packaged. So on to the Kennedy books, all three, starting from 1964 through, the current date. Need all of them. I haven't been doing any hunts lately, so maybe that's something I can do. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do some half dollars. I won't be doing boxes right now, that's for sure, but let me know. Next, we have my second album of National Parks Quarters. And, I need pretty much almost all of them, if not all of them, in this one. This one I'm designating for Philly, the Philadelphia Mint. So in this one, all I have is the Nebraska Homestead, and that's it for that one. This one's a Philadelphia minted album that's what I'm going to make this one. And then my big double mint album for my National Parks Quarters. So in Denver, I have Grand Canyon, Mount Hood, and then 2011, I have Philadelphia. I have Gettysburg National, Glacier, and Chickasaw, both Chickasaws. And then for Denver, I also have Olympic. 2012, let's go with Denver first. Chocolate Culture, and then both Hawaii Volcanoes for Philadelphia and Denver, and Denver Denali. 2013, we have White Mountain for Denver, Perry's Victory for Denver, and then the rest have them all, which is Great Basin, Fort McHenry, and Mount Rushmore for Philadelphia and Denver. 2014, for Denver, we have Great Smoky Mountains, and then Shenandoah and Arches, we have both Philly and Denver. Great Sand Dunes, we have Denver, and Everglades, we have Denver. Moving to 2015, I have all of them for both Philadelphia and Denver, except for Bombay Hook, Philadelphia. So I have both Homestead, both Kisatchie, both Blue Ridge, only Denver of Bombay Hook, and both Saratoga National. Moving on to 2016, I have Denver Shawnee, Denver Cumberland Gap, Denver Harpers Ferry, Denver Theodore Roosevelt, and both Fort Moultrie. Moving on to 2017, I have Iffiggy Mounds, Denver. I have both of Frederick Douglass. I only have Denver of Ozark National. I have both of Ellis Island, and Denver of George Rogers Clark. Moving on to 2018, we're almost done with this book. I have both of Pictured Rocks. I have Denver Apostle Islands. I have Denver Voyagers. I have Denver Cumberland Island. Moving on to 2019, which is the last, I have Denver American Memorial Park, AMP, and I have Denver War in the Pacific. That's it for this book. That's all I have so far. It does go through 2021. And moving on to the next book, I'm kind of going in reverse here. I'm starting with the larger denominations, I guess. But this is my Denver. Philadelphia are really hard to find, and it is a challenge. I'd like to do the Philadelphia, but this one I made into a Denver. I might do a Philadelphia single mint folder later, but this one I'm making into a Denver. But I have New York, South Carolina, New Jersey, New Hampshire, Indiana. And then I have New Mexico, Puerto Rico, Guam, Idaho, Northern Mariana Islands, Hawaii, and then those are just extras. So that's that book, the Denver Single Mint. And this book, it goes from 1965 to 87, Washington quarters. And I'm only missing one, I think, unless I have all of them. Okay, so yeah, this is just an extra space is what I made it into. So yeah, this one is complete. Roosevelt dimes. Here, I don't want to do this in reverse order, so I'll do it this way. So this is starting 1946, and then I think it goes into the 70s, has a bunch of blanks, but I have 1949S, 1951S, 1956 Denver, 1957, 1960 Denver, 1961. I have 1967, 1973, 1976, and that's all for this book. So as you can see, I have a lot to silver to collect. And then Roosevelt Dimes, book number 2, 65 through 2004, which is kind of a cut into the first book since it has so many spaces. But anyways, I have 65 through 68D. I have 69D through 1971. I have 73 through 75. I have 76 and 76D, 77D, 78D through 1982D, 1983D through 1984D, 1985D through 1991D, 1992D through 1997D, 1998D through 2004D, which is where it ends. And then the last Roosevelt book, Dimes, I have 2005 Philadelphia through 2008 Denver. I have 2010 Denver through 2012 Denver, 2013 Denver through 2015 Denver, 2016 Denver, 2017 Denver, 2018 Denver, 2019 Denver. As you can see, the Philadelphias are extremely hard to find over here in the West Coast. So, Mercury Dime, I already know I don't have any of them in this book, so that one's completely blank. Moving on to the Jefferson nickels, we'll start with number 1. Okay, let me just remove this paper. This is what I grade them. Okay, so I have 1938, 1939, 1940 through 1942 non-silver. Then moving into the silver, I have 1942S through 45S, which is where it stops in the silver, and then 46 through 47, 47S through 49S, 52 through 53D, 54 through 54S, 55D, 56D, 57D, 58D, 59D through 60D, and 61D. So there's the first book. Moving on to the second book, I believe this one is completely full, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this one's completely full. So this book is 1962 through 1995. And then the last and final book for the Jefferson nickels, I have all of them from 1996P through, through 2018D. I'm missing the 2019P, but I do have the 2019 Denver. So all of them except for the 2019 Philadelphia in this book. Moving on to my Buffalo nickels. Now, I was kind of considering buying a roll. This person had a good deal on rolls, but the shipping was kind of ridiculous. It was on eBay. But I have the 1913 S Raised Ground, the 1920, I have 1928 S, 1930, 1934, 1935, 1936, 1936D, and 1937. So there's the Buffalo Nickels. Moving on to my second Lincoln Wheat Cents album. This one is just wheat pennies. So I have 1919S and 1920, 1927, 1936, 1936S through and 1937, 1937S, 1939, 1939S, 1940, 1940S through 1941D, 1942 through 1943, 43S through 55D, 56 through 58, and these are just extras over here. And then our very last book right here is my favorite book. Lincoln Cents, 1909 to 2009, although it has a bunch of blank spaces, so it is up to date on the years. Only has a few years left it can be filled in, and then I have to order more pages if I decide to. So I have 1910, 1917, sorry about the sideways there for a second, 1917S, 1918, 1919S, 1920, 1925, 1927, 1927S, 1928, 1929S, 1930, 1934, 1935, 1936, 1936S, 37, 37S, 38S, 39, 39S, 1940, 40S through 40S through 46S. Missing 47, but I have 47D through, let's see here, 54. I'm missing 54D, but I have 54S through 58, and I believe everything else I have filled in except for the 2019 Philadelphia. So that was updating my coin albums. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please like the video. Click the bell so you get all notifications. And to let me know what you guys would like me to hunt next, or what you want to see me buy and go through, whether it's unsearched rolls of wheat pennies or whatnot. You guys let me know what you want to see, and I'll take everything into consideration. I am V.D.B.CoinRollKing, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.